The silence between support and sabotage. Mindfulness in a noisy world. Addiction is often viewed through a lens of shame and judgment, leading to feelings of isolation and self-loathing. This episode invites listeners to explore a new perspective on addiction, one that emphasizes self-compassion, understanding, and the possibility of healing and growth. In today's world, addiction is often met with judgment, leaving many feeling isolated, misunderstood, and ashamed. But what if we told you that healing begins not with punishment, but with compassion? Welcome to another episode of Absolutely Focused Radio, where we're talking about the power of mindfulness in the midst of the chaos, and how shifting your perspective on addiction can create space for healing and growth. I'm Anna Herriuego, and I'm joined today by Daniel Nelson, your sobriety buddy, and the Sobriety Crew, Curious Joe, Jane Marie, Chucky Chip, and Marcus the Motivator. Together, we'll explore how to replace the shame of addiction with the strength of self-compassion.
Affirmation. I let go of the shame that holds me back and embrace the love that empowers me. When I was first getting sober, the loudest voice I heard was my own shame. I felt like I had failed. I'd let people down, and I didn't believe I could ever truly heal. Society often tells us that addiction is a moral failure, a character flaw. That view isolates people who are already struggling with feelings of guilt and self-loathing. But mindfulness taught me to see myself differently. It didn't happen overnight, but through self-compassion, I realized that healing begins with the decision to be kind to myself. And from that kindness, growth can sprout. In this episode, we'll share how we can change the narrative around addiction, from one of punishment to one of self-compassion. You don't have to go through this alone, and healing is possible.
Addiction is often framed as a shameful weakness, but the science tells us otherwise. In fact, studies show that 70% of those struggling with addiction report having a history of trauma. Mindfulness-based treatments for addiction reduce relapse rates by 30 to 40%. The absence of self-compassion in recovery is a major risk factor for relapse. These facts show that addiction isn't simply about poor decisions or weak character. It's often rooted in past pain, trauma, or unmet emotional needs. Compassion and understanding, especially toward ourselves, are essential for healing.
Mindfulness isn't just for meditation. It's about changing the way we show up for ourselves every day. When you're caught in the cycle of addiction, you're often trying to escape something, right?
Exactly, Joe. Whether it's stress, trauma, or simply the noise of life, the escape is seductive. But mindfulness, whether it's breathing, walking, or just being still, helps you engage instead of running. It teaches you to sit with discomfort without needing to numb it.
One small but powerful practice? Start with self-compassion. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm here for you. You're doing the best you can. It's a reminder that you're worthy of love, even in the middle of your struggle.
Let's bring tech into the mix because it can really help keep us grounded in our recovery. Apps like Calm or Insight Timer provide guided meditations designed specifically for stress reduction, a common trigger for relapse. Breathe, an app that helps with anxiety and self-compassion exercises. 7 Cups, an anonymous emotional support app to talk to people who understand what you're going through. Recovery apps like Sober Grid connect you to a community of people in similar recovery journeys. With these tools, you're not alone. Your phone can be a source of comfort, not chaos.
Addiction doesn't define you, it refines you. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow. The real power comes when you look in the mirror and say, I forgive you. That's when healing truly begins.
I forgive myself for the past and open the door to a future filled with compassion and healing.
I replace guilt with understanding and self-criticism with self-compassion.
Technology can connect me to the support I need to thrive.
I give myself the space to grow and learn from every experience.
In every setback, there's a step forward towards strength.
If today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear that healing is possible. Addiction doesn't have to define you. Self-compassion does. Be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more from Absolutely Focused Radio. Remember, you are not alone in this journey.
Harnessing the power, tech and heart entwined.